Right, so welcome back. In today's video we're going to tackle an area of the car that's always been a bit tatty, as you can see. I'll show you in a bit anyway. But yeah, basically I managed to source a replacement rear panel for the car. Never really done anything like this, large panel replacements. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be alright, it has to be. Once it's cut off, it's done, isn't it? Well, once it's cut off, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, so yeah, I'll just give you a better look as to why we're doing this. You can see it's dented here, there's holes for some boot pins. If you go down, there's a large dent under here. It's hidden by the bumper, but yeah, it's all quite rough. I did have a little go of filling it, as you might be able to tell, but it was just so far gone that I just didn't really put too much effort into it. But yeah, so get rid of all this and start again. Should be good. Alright, cool. Right, I can't keep putting this off much longer, as much as I would like to. Just got to get on with it really, so. Right, so I've kind of gone around the perimeter of where the rear panel is going to fit. There's going to be more that needs to be taken away, but what I'm trying to do is, as you can see along here, is just highlight all the spot welds. A little bit of rot up there, nothing to worry about. Once the rear panel's off, obviously we'll do any repairs that are required underneath, and then yeah. Right, so I think now I need to get the spot weld drill bits out and just go around it, trying to get everything we get there. Right, spot weld drill bit. So I thought I'd show you on a fairly straightforward spot weld what my technique is, I suppose. So you've got a spot weld drill bit. Basically, you don't want to go through completely the top piece of metal. You want to get it so it's like fag paper thin sort of deal. If you don't go through it, it's not a big deal, but you need to be able to, down the line, once you've done all of them, you want to be able to tear whatever is left. Go around it slowly. The better they come off, the easier it is to put the new one on. Right, so I've brought you right up close, and this is kind of what we want to do. So you see this is still the original back panel, but we've actually torn through it for around 3/4 of the way. I mean, that is fine. There is no point in going further than that, otherwise you're just going to end up damaging whatever's behind here. So yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea. There's loads of spot welds all around, so I'm probably just going to try and zip through these. Right, so I've spent some time going around spot welds that we can find, but the issue I'm having is some of them, there's nothing there to really give it away. So I think I'm going to start trimming off some of these edges and try and get the bulk amount of, like, these all along here can all along here can likely come off now. And just try and get most of the panel off, and then take my time slowly picking around these tighter edges. So yeah, probably going to get the cutting disc out and have a go at that. Cool. Right, so now the rear panel's off the car, I've been going round basically where it attaches and just cleaning the areas up. Like you can see, there's still some little spot welds that need to be ground back a tiny bit. Overall, yeah, I'm very happy with how it came off the car. Came off relatively clean. There's a couple little bits where I went through, but you know, that's okay. Right, so on the driver's side, there's a little bit more work than just putting the new panel back in. As you can see, there's a little bit of rot up here, not a big deal. So this inner piece of the boot floor has been replaced previously. I'm not happy with how that is, so I'm going to cut that out, remake that. So on the driver's side, the part, ignoring the bit of corrosion in here, this is actually not too bad. It lines up reasonably well. And that's the same for where it meets the chassis rail. You can see that this is all very, very usable. Not too bad. Right, so I've dug the rear bumper out of the loft, and I thought it might be a good reference. As you can see, the rear panel actually tucks into this upper section of the bumper. So it's actually pretty flush around here, and it kind of fits quite well. So yeah, but if we go around to the other side, you can see that there's actually a gap where the panel's meant to come out. So yeah, basically I'll be able to use the bumper to kind of guide where this is meant to go. So you can see I've gone in and cut out that previous repair. This lower part here, that's going to need to be replaced. But currently, for the moment, I'm going to leave that in. Right, so we've had a couple goes at this now. Finally pleased with how it's looking. You can see it pretty much lines up with the swage here that was on the body. The piece that was in here previously was just a flat piece of steel, and it looked a bit sore. Right, so hopefully you can see I've gone around and kind of tidied up the edges on a lot of this, and put a couple tacks in. To be honest, this could probably be left, but I'm kind of in the mood, so I might just get this welded up. Right, so yeah, bring you up close, have a little look. Most of it's alright, pretty pleased with it. a couple of gaps here that need to be sorted out, but I'll grind this back. Right, so I've gone in, added a couple more little bits of weld and ground that back some more. In the past I've always tried to completely linish welds away until there's nothing there. But I always find that I end up taking too much material out of either side of the weld. And then I end up with panels that are fag paper thin. So I think less is more sometimes, and I'd rather a tiny skim of filler over some of these little bits here. Yeah, I'd rather a tiny bit of filler in areas like here than thin this metal or this metal. But yeah, let's get in there. The panel's in. Round here, I need to go along and cut this off once these are welded together. Panel going in here. This hole needs to be sorted. There's a lot going on, so there's a lot of different panels all interacting with each other here. So plenty more to do. Right, so I think I'm gonna leave it there for this video. Got a fair bit done. Got the rear panel of the car cut off and started actually putting in some repair panels. So yeah, in the next video we'll get this finished, get this new panel done, get these other pieces sorted, and then hopefully get the rear panel on. I'm trying to keep it a bit short, a bit more digestible. I'm going to stop there, and yeah, you can see how we get on next time. Start sorting out some of those other little panels and work towards getting the rear panel back on the car. Alright, brilliant, cheers.